1, 2. Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Born and raised here in Sierra Leone, is back again to tell us something about why he came with these guys. Abdul, let me start with you. Why are you here?
Well, just to come home.
To see the land, to see the people, to see the developments.
Yes.
To see what Salon can do for us, what we can do for Salon.
Most high creations, we devastating, groundbreaking, earthquaking.
Hip-hop is gone astray from its roots. And so we feel it's our personal mission to bring it back to the roots.
Yes.
Very important that we be in Africa to do this and to link with African brothers.
So American are different world, Sierra Leone are different world. Yeah. But through this music, we get something in common. We get something in common.
Get your wig slumped and lumped up. We bring the funk. Either turn it out or get it crunk. And twist the tree trunk and burn around and say something. Never pop a tongue for no run, no frontin'. Say what I mean and mean what I say. This cat don't play. Say the wrong shit, flat on your lip. I flip it over your neck. It's not the joking. So I'm smoking, mad dogs, don't be provoking.
World renowned the mic check. Bombs on point, better hit the deck. Nothing but wrong, what you expect. DJs cutting murder this set. Bells ringing, knocking them out swinging.
I am Abdul Fofana. I was born in Sierra Leone, West Africa. When I was 3, my parents moved to America. I was always told to be a good boy and do really well in school if I wanted to join them. And when I was 11, they were able to bring me and my sister to join them in America just before the Civil War broke out. As part of the Sierra Leonean community in Portland, Oregon, we were all affected by the war. The images that we saw, the stories that we were hearing, it was painful to see these things happening to this place that I call home.
The pain still lives in our heart. Never mind, the war is over, but the pain still lives in our heart because it's like we saw plenty of things happen in presence of us. Killing, let me say, innocent blood.
Amputating innocent people's hands and feet, and burning houses, destroying properties. Even the properties that are meant for everybody was destroyed.
They killed my father, and they burned the house my father put because of me. This rebel enter inside the parlor. They want to catch me. My father said no. Another one shoots my father. They fight. I escape from them. They shout for me, they can't see me, they burn the house.
The title of my song is Money is War. And Money is War, basically, I look back at the time, the war we had, the decade-long war we had in Sierra Leone. You know, I thought that it was because of money that they were seducing, they were getting my brothers and sisters to go and fight against their own bloods, you know? Like, because they will promise them we'll pay you dollars, we'll pay you everything.
There are many guys, youth, that are supposed to go to school, that are supposed to be in institutions to learn something new, or just to improve themselves, but no way. They were packed full in the fields, digging exploring diamond.
When you get up, you get for put in the best years, so you're not confused. But step back with the news, someone not evil property.
Bribery, corruption, mismanagement.
No good communication, no good radio station. No, everything is down.
The youth were not given the opportunity to voice out their opinion. They were suppressed. They were not given the opportunity to take leadership roles in their communities. They were not given the opportunity to make in decision making in the country.
Not a lie, money in the child. We got protect with them, now we try to pull them up. You see, all my nigga with they bling bling with the past.
As a kid, I didn't understand why people were killing each other. The little that we had was destroyed. It didn't make no sense. But I think the people just wanted a change. Things were not progressing, and people needed to do something to bring about some kind of a revolution so that the youths in general can have a future.
We are the future.
No man say, come see the girls them the shout.
We are the future.
No man say.
When the war ended and the music thing started in Sierra Leone, these young guys saw it as an opportunity to voice out the feelings, the things that were buried deep down in them that they were angry about with the system.
Freedom, 'cause we are the future. We need our rights, 'cause we are the future.
We use hip-hop music in Sierra Leone to advocate for others, to advocate for the voiceless. Hip-hop music is a weapon to fight against corruption.
Because of the war, we're now living in the streets. We got nothing to eat, we are beggars in the streets. We can't be educated because we lack money. You can't believe that we don't know how to read or write.
Because of the issue of unemployment, most of the youth are engaging themselves in music for them to survive, to make ends meet.
Hip-hop is food to me. Hip-hop is tormenting me. Hip-hop is the only track I need to express myself, say a lot.
We are now trying to take things to a different level, but by this I mean beginning to do our hip-hop in our own local dialect and our own culture and traditional way. At least that will go down well, because when you listen to Tupac, when you listen to other hip-hop stars out there in America, they sing to portray America. So now we're beginning to sing to portray Sierra Leone. I appreciate that, because at least it is growing.
A lot of the youths that were affected by the war, they needed a platform, a stage to really voice out what they felt. In Sierra Leone, a kid is not gonna call a conference. Kids aren't given opportunity to voice out what's killing them or what they feel inside. The kids knew that with this music, it's the perfect vehicle if you're trying to bring about some kind of a revolution and set that stage to where they could really speak out.
In the year 2005, we produced one of the biggest artists, I can safely say the biggest artist in Sierra Leone, that's Emerson. Produced an album for him called the Bobo Bele. And that song was the biggest song ever.
Bobo Bele is a civil servant who steals government funds just to enrich himself. A mean politician, a greedy politician. After Bobo Bele came out, the president said as long as they do not take the barrel, let them sing. All right, whatever they want to say, as long as they don't go back to the bush. They don't go back to the bush.
Most Sierra Leone cats, all their music now is talking to the government. Right. Like for years, we've been seeing what you guys doing, but now we're talking to you guys, we need to change. How you guys feel about that?
That's how we started out.
Straight up.
But see, right now today, what you see in hip hop is complacency. So once you've addressed, see, earlier we was talking about that hip hop wouldn't last for 10 years.
Right. We were told that all the time.
Past 10 years.
And then next thing you know, you got Ronald McDonald rapping and Hamburger Helper rapping, Chuck E. Cheese, whatnot. We got commercials. The commercial dug into it. Betty Crocker, everything, your everyday household products that you live with is now about hip hop.
It's gonna come to a time when it's gonna be like that in Sierra Leone too. And then you're gonna have some of these top artists that was saying all this stuff against the government. Now they're gonna start changing their message.
First of all, I want to say thanks to the government. Thanks to the government for giving us that opportunity to say what we want to say. You speak your mind, you sing what you want to sing, as long as you do not name names.
It's only natural, you know? When something becomes that popular, different people start doing the music for different reasons.
You start off any art form as trying to tell the government or trying to tell the people or trying to give a message. But after that message is sent and pop culture adopts it, it's done.
Pick up the pace before you get left behind.
Colossus, Sawif, C's. These are Rebel Souls. Then there's me. I'm not a member of the band, but these are my friends. Rebel Souls is a hip-hop group. Hip-hop originated from South Bronx, New York City. And during that time, there was a lot of injustice that was going on, a lot of poverty in the slums and the ghettos. And the people of the ghettos, they really wanted the rest of the world to hear out what their daily struggles were. Naturally, they came out with this music. It arose from the youth. You know, it had break dancing, it had graffiti. You got this music that was just like something that, you know, was made in the streets.
Drink hip hop, eat hip hop, shit hip hop. I am hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Every day.
That's the tool for revolution today. The pen and the pad, your mind, putting it all together and banging it out on the world.
Truth.
It's the truth.
Hip hop is like back in the day when they told folk tales to their children in the rhyme, they'll get around the fire, dance, sing. You know, it's all the same. It's just, you know, resurrected.
Hip hop is the story of blacks in America. Hip hop is the story. Hip hop is the soundtrack to our lives. Soundtrack to our lives.
A lot of our musicians now sing hip hop, which is crystal clear that it is borrowed from the Americas. But of course, it has changed our culture because a lot of people don't listen to the Jankana bass, the boo-boos, you know.
That's just the boo-boo.
For the school children or for the young population, it has made them change their way of style.
We do dress in the hip-hop style. We do put on jeans, we do put on t-shirts, we do put on big rings, we do put on big chains.
It has even been adopted in their way of speaking. Maybe you can meet somebody with a girlfriend and ask him, who is this lady to you? Tell you she's my shorty. The world has diverse cultures. Maybe in the American setting, that's their own culture. But if you sing it in a hip-hop style and then you are preaching a message, oh, it's not a problem.
I work as a refugee youth coordinator. That's my title. I work with kids that come to America from war-torn countries, such as Sierra Leone.
You go to the doctor.
I hurt my leg when I was playing soccer. I was playing at a tournament. I was running.
When I came to America, I was kind of lost. I really didn't know where I belonged or where I could fit in. Hip-hop was the bridge because when I saw it, I knew this is where I belong. The kids dancing, it reminded me of Africa, the ghettos, the struggle. I was just like, man, you know, I want to be a part of that.
Oh my God, when shall I see my native, I shall never forget my home.
Cause I live in America, yo. This is where everybody in Sierra Leone wanna come. You know what I mean? It's like, once you're here, you just pretty much try to stay focused and you wanna go back home. You don't even wanna be here once you're here.
Why is that?
Because your dream was just a dream.
My first impressions of America were so
different. I mean, America is supposed to be the lavish, supposed to be the kingdom. It's as close to heaven as possible.
That's what we say in Sierra Leone, as America is the second heaven, and it's the country that is close to heaven.
And as a kid growing up, knowing that I had parents here in America, I was treated differently. I was special. I was special because when I came to America, I was gonna send back for everybody that was good to me. And so I was given what I wanted. If there was a soup that was cooked, I was given the good stuff.
So everybody wants to be in America. So when you come from America, be you a man or woman, everybody will, in Sierra Leone, the Sierra Leonean would like to be with you, would like to know how people live in America, how is life going on in America.
When we got here, I knew that my mom was rich. Oh yeah, I couldn't be told any different. I knew it. As a 9-year-old, I knew my mom was rich.
I believe it's a wonderland. It's a place of all talented people in the world that are settling.
Yeah, she had a waterbed. I was told a waterbed was this lavish type of thing that you just swam in and you just slept really good for hours. That was my thinking. That was my thinking, because everybody, that was what they told me. Your mom has a waterbed. Your mom has everything.
I think about America are the best place.
I got here, I mean, she had a waterbed, but my mom was struggling. 3 jobs with 3 boys.
There's a lot of things that Africans don't know about America. There's a lot of things that Americans don't know about Africans. As a kid, growing up in Africa, I always dreamt about coming to America. Rebel Souls share a similar dream of going back to Africa. It was unbelievable what we had to do to come up with the money so we can go back home. Rebel Souls put on a couple of shows. We did a hip-hop 101 workshop at Portland State University. At our culture center, we set up a box. We were taking change, bills, anything that anybody can give us to help us make this dream come true to go back home to Africa.
You know, it's the people that go there that don't really explain the reality of America. You know, they go over there.
They're so busy trying to escape it, though, man. I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, they go over there and you know, and then they sell the fantasy to the people.
Because they already see the fantasy, the 50 cents and stuff. So when the Americans get over there, they think we're all like that, but we're not.
It's what we call puffing the dream, because it's a dream that they're just selling, and there's no reality in it. Yeah. The American dream is a straight nightmare when you're living in the land of broken promises.
There's so much temptations, there's so much obstacles and so much things they put in our way out here. Man, the music is the only thing that keep us sober.
That's what catches the masses, the music. First they hear the rhythm, so they get the moving, and then there's words. And then they like stop and thinking like, well, this is what they're really talking about. This is what we're going through.
And get inspired to do something.
And when we get there, I plan to receive spiritual growth.
I mean, when we go to Sierra Leone, you know, it's home. You know, it's going home. You know, we're gonna make an impact on a musical scale. We're gonna make an impact on a political scale. You know, we want to be interviewed. You know, we want to go on TV, and we want people to interview us and ask us any question they have about America. Because we're gonna bring the real. We're gonna bring the honest pictures of America that we see here every day. You know.
Taking this straight to the motherland, Africa. 20 years we've been waiting for this day right here. So, yeah. It's a big one, big day.
We'll be constructing the sermon. Retrospections, misconceptions, correct at the next. Rushing with negativity at the intersection. Waiting to pull out, try to be cricket, hit by a brick. We rule out any dick, trying to come parallel with 3 guards with 120. Behind our backs, running over any and everything. And we make contracts, which we get down low our minds and stuck with gravity. Up for elevation, revelation, moving tactically. People lacking common sense, satisfactory is needed. We have yet been defeated, still got powers to defeat it. With wild and who? Our lives is possible. How? We rise skyscrapers over obstacles. Rebel soul.
came, the first show that we did, they did the song, Soul Rebel, and being that Sierra Leone just came from a civil war, rebel is a word that is very sensitive. So when the crowd heard it, I automatically sensed the reaction. It was kind of like, they couldn't understand the whole lyrics in the song, but they definitely understand the word rebel. So when we got to the chorus where it said, Soul Rebel, I guess some people, we took them back to reflect back to the war. So we felt like we had to clarify that. We felt like we had to explain what we meant when they said Soul Rebel. So when we got a chance to come on the radio, we broke that down.
Rebel Souls. We basically got the inspiration from Bob Marley, which is we did the remix Rebel Souls. Yes, and it's basically broken down. And we took the rebel to a righteous cause, you know. And we basically, when you rebel for the righteous cause against your downpresser, you know, you're coming from the soul with it.
Because sometimes in order to survive and in order to keep Nadi's sanity, you have to rebel. And that's just for your soul and your survival's sake.
Keep your soul.
Yes.
For righteousness, hey, for the righteous cause, for your righteous cause, yeah, development.
South and Seas must keep it up because they're really, really, really good. They rap for me for about 10 minutes live on air.
America must look in the mirror for terrorists. 3, 2, 1, overcoming this darkness, light shine, bright enough to wear it, fragile enough to tear it, tough enough, nothing the negativity can bear it, the power that we inherit, if you know it exists, because the hand it helps you is at the end of your wrist.
This is the revolutionary SOS, answer the call for my peeps living blind or trapped behind the wall.
You know, in fact, I was so moved that I had to stop them. In fact, these guys would not stop. You know, they continue to rap and rap and rap. So I felt so amazed that day. I felt, well, come on, we have these people out there, and we are so proud of Africa because they actually came home to Africa telling me that, oh, we used to be in the States, but it's nice that we are home. And these are born Americans, so I was so impressed because of their love for Africa.
5 million deep, stomping through the streets, living in prison and concrete. Tribes of all kinds from that brown skin pride, ready to collide with the enemy. Victory has arrived, 3 o'clock, roadblock, couldn't stop our drive. Fire button.
Being on the radio station was great. That gave us an opportunity to really bring our message to Sierra Leone. And that was what we wanted to do. But after that, networking with other artists and other hip-hoppers in Sierra Leone, they had a message that they gave us too. They were talking about issues that were really important to their everyday survival. They were talking about AIDS, they were talking about education, they were talking about women's rights. So we were able to learn and reflect back on the times when hip-hop first originated in the Bronx, New York. So here we are in Africa learning about these really important issues that we need to think about also and take back to America.
The way we used to sensitize people in Sierra Leone about AIDS or whatsoever is through singing. We put it into writing and then sing it for the people to understand what is going on. Okay, let me do this one. Now look at your golden face, look at your diamond eyes, look at the valleys, the beautiful hills, and you keep on crying every day. I know you've tired with poverty, destruction of your own land. How long she will be crying for her children? Somebody tell me why Mama Africa is crying, Mama Sierra Leone is crying. With all the riches that she has, she's never happy because all of her children keep on starving every day. Hey, Mama Africa is crying, Mama Sierra Leone is crying. With all the riches that she has, she's never happy because all of her children keep on starving every day.
My first 2 songs were about HIV and AIDS. The first one was titled Freeze, and the second one, Dangerous. They're basically an awareness-raising song about HIV and AIDS that has made an impact in Sierra Leone.
If you believe, sing with us. So HIV, dangerous. Protection, home with us. HIV, no again,
But my first song that I did, which was the Gijigos Party, was talking about HIV and AIDS. That when you put on the condom, that is the 1-foot socks that we call it here, you will not drown, you know? That is the life jacket. So I preached about that, and it was danceable, you know? Yeah, there are a lot of people that don't believe that AIDS exists. A lot of them, many, especially in the provinces. We went there to sensitize them about HIV and AIDS. And a guy took out the condom, opened it, and said, this thing, whenever we have to supply you this thing free of charge, whenever you want to sex your wife, you have to put it on. And the old guy said, the old puppies said, what? You little boys like you want to teach us how to sex? Oh, no, haram. No, this is bad.
AIDS, which is AIDS, I said it's the American intention to destroy sex.
You know, the chief announced that they don't want to see us in the town, that we came to embarrass them. This thing is not the way the white guy designed it. We just came to embarrass them. We said, no, this is the right way.
When doing this sensitization, they don't do the real thing. Like, for example, using a condom, right, to tell the person that when you want to have sex, fix the condom in your dick. They will not say, put it in your dick. They will say, fix it like this, right? And before you start to sex. And we have some dumps. When you say fix it like this, when sexing, they will just take the condom and fix it in their finger while it's going. You see?
Like, I remember one guy in the provinces told me that, well, if you want to give us condom, I think you have to come with the container here, because I have 5 wives and every night I touch each one. So I said, well, we don't have that container. I'm very sorry. So he said he don't believe he said he need the container of condoms that he will be using every day, every night. I say, wow, your own case is serious, my friend.
From the very beginning of rap in America, women have had to work extra hard to prove themselves. And it is the same here in Sierra Leone. Because women carry more of the heavy burden around sex, hip-hop provides a stage for women to speak out and make men listen.
You female being an artist and hip-hop artist, they will not consider it that much because they will say, oh, hip-hop singing or whatever is not meant for female artists.
But for right now, we don't have a good, stagnant female hip-hop.
Most of the girls, maybe they are shy, saying, oh, I cannot rap, I cannot write songs.
Women, they are not too great in hip-hop.
Maybe you want to go out, do something else. Maybe you want to prostitute or do something different. So we want to change that style.
Why? Why is that? Well, maybe hip-hop too hard for them.
But it should not be like that. So we are trying to show them that female too can do something. That's the reason why we too have decided to go into the musical field, to let people know that we can even do more than what a male hip-hop artist can do.
Think about it before you get down the need. I've stayed from sex, cause I'm full. I need your check, man. I need your pack, man. My mama told me to abstain from sex.
Now it gon' be like a party time. Everybody shake up with your body right. Dance, flex again, you move with me. I'm not a loser boy, you a crack shit, Don't you always see the way I rock my bones? Don't you always see the way I do nice things? Willie J, I'm back again in the game. Flex for real, baby, come and dance with me. Wah!
The men, you have friend. You promise this girl, I will do this thing for you. Then as times go on, you can't do this thing for these women. So this thing we call labo. They can't do what they say they will do. So plenty women listening this music labo, they have the courage, they do things on their own.
On a ready for tell the man they say on the labo. On a ready for tell them. The man they do it to now. On understand? Mr. DJ, push.
Yes, I. Put your hands together for the wonderful lady. Lady B. Yes, I.
Lady B, how you feel? For them put your music off or you not done?
I don't feel fine.
Then
You feel say because you're a woman, I make them do this to you, or they just feel for that too?
Not because of being a woman, but the place get small problem where not only they're supposed to put them for put not a place, but they just want up the place there. So how the performance don't go away, don't take me for life, entertain the people there, they got me feeling up, so I'm not feeling good for that.
So how you feel safe in a boy picking if you're able to talk and then listen to how them play in second place?
If not been boy picking them for listening to them. And then for change the play, them put not the arm back. If not been boy picking. For me na woman, I don't get that strength today.
So what do you feel say? So what do you want to tell the world about them thing they always tell people that they do to their people?
I tell the world, well, let them assist me for stopping kind of, let them give me the woman them right. Anything what they do, let them give me a chance for let we do them. Let we go feel free. And when they perform, let them give me a chance, let we perform where I mean the crowd is happy for me.
And whose advice we get for the young Sierra Leonean?
Cause for so long it's been too cloudy. That's why my people so loud and rowdy and laugh out so proudly. Cause we work so hard to get free and stay fighting for a foundation for the next generation could be. That's why my folks and his babies are my inspiration, motivation, and my guide. That's why I spit this with all my pride and walk with my head up high. That's why I love my black precious babies. I love my black beautiful queens.
We wanted to connect with the musicians at the Milton Magai School for the Blind. We thought that it was important for us to connect with these musicians because these guys are also political activist musicians that we knew that share the same ideas that we had, and we felt like it was important for us to have a dialogue. And we also felt like we wanted to produce a stage for them to be able to be heard all over the world.
We as blind people couldn't fight. We don't have ammunition to take to fight, but we have our peaceful ammunition, the music.
The war that we have been able to put behind our backs has not just ended on the table, but I know that with the effort that we as artists have made, those of us have been able to make, we know that we have created a lot of impact. And that really helped the rebels and the other factions to change, to lay down their arms.
I was traveling one day to the provinces during the crisis. We were trapped down by some rebels, this West Side guys. And they saw me and they said, "You're a blind guy." I said, "Yes." They said, what? You people sing a lot. I said, "Yes." What can you do for us now? And I just sang a piece that I just composed in my mind that I cannot remember again very well, in fact. They said, "Okay, gentlemen, we're going to let this vehicle go because of this guy singing."
For us as musicians, we think the battle has just started. We are not going to fight physically, but we know we are going to change this country with our messages. And I'm sure we are beginning to sense some changes. The changes are coming because some of these people who are guilty of these acts are beginning to sense something in them, and they are beginning to change some of their attitudes. We know there's still a lot to do, and we are going to do more. And that is why we keep releasing albums every year, and we are going to fight the battle musically. And we know we are going to win.
As a Sierra Leonean, I get upset when I see Sierra Leoneans not want to tap into the rich culture that we have. They don't want to tap into that. They just want to copy. They want to copy the West.
When you're growing, you got to hold something to stand. Mm-hmm. So it's music. You got to count on somebody. You got to imitate somebody at some point, okay?
Through imitation, I was imitating Master, Tupac. Every song I heard from him, I can go and buy the CD and the cassette and the paper, a copy of it. Then I go and learn it and make sure I know it well.
Although he's not alive, I admire Tupac.
Though he's dead, but he's not forgotten. I always admire Tupac.
If you can move your lips as fast as Tupac does, I guess you'll win a lot of admirers. And that's why a lot of us love Tupac for that. And to some of us, he's our mentor.
There was this young guy in one of the schools. They were having sports. And this guy was imitating Tupac. He was not wearing the shirt, just the jeans, and he has to remove all his hair on the head. And what this guy did was he took a long chain, the chain for the dogs. That was the chain the guy used and tied it on his belt. And the chain was dragging after him and he was walking that way and everybody was calling him Tupac.
There's nothing wrong with admiring someone, but if we just admire people and we take their names, then we'll never have, I want the Western world to start admiring our names. I want to hear white kids in America start calling themselves Mohamed Kalon. Yeah, because
we're coming to that.
Yes, and that's what I'm eager to see.
Then it could begin to divert and be creative. I think so. That's my own feeling.
And you're right, and that's why we're here, and that's why Moving to the Beat is being produced to help those people to let go.
Yeah, that's good.
To let go of the hand.
When we started our band
and gain confidence.
We don't wanna fight nobody. What's we do? We don't wanna fight nobody.
Blessed.
All is peace, love.
All is peace, love, man. It's like we are hooking up with my man here doing live shit.
You
I
know,
think my man is Steve, and my nigga here is Sawif. Blink, what's up? It's fake MC. Shout in my back as if they really get busy. Fake rap, fake G's, one for rich we pick. Difference running the street, get you ass quickly.
He was talented. I was telling him that he's energy and he was fiery. He reminded me of like a Ja Rule.
For me to got the news and try to conscious.
I ride on stage with the AK rifle. Three niggas watching.
But he kept using the word nigga. He kept using it. And I asked him if he knew the meaning of the word.
Nigga. Well, the meaning of nigga to me, I understand say nigga and a black person.
I believe that these people from Africa living in the Western world are the people called the Negro or nigger.
When we want to talk about it, yes, we talk about gangsters, we talk about niggers.
Hip hop comes from the black niggers, okay? This is the way by which we the black niggers express our feelings.
And they use it because they think that when you're in hip hop, you're supposed to use it, or they think that just because they heard Jay-Z or someone use nigga 10 times in their song, therefore they have to use the word nigga too. But Sierra Leone has nothing to do with nigga.
Absolutely,
absolutely nothing.
One thing, no niggas in Africa.
No niggas in Africa, but brothers, we did a song in Sierra Leone alongside my fellow, my fellow brother, Midnight, I'm Lost in J. The song titled Salon for Go Before in our local language, meaning Sierra Leone must progress. We just want to give you a free flow a cappella so you can listen the chorus from Midnight and then listen the rap from the girl's favorite song.
Yeah, it goes like this. Salon for go before. Elexef, we don't tie a bow. The only thing, say we now for blow. Because Salon for go before.
When you hear that, even without you understanding what they are saying, you get up, you move. You dance, you shake, you tap your feet to the music, to the beat.
Sierra Leone, our motherland, and we have to really stand firm. If we look at our country's economy, everything is falling down. Let's call all the tribes in this country and let us wash our hands. We should pray to the Lord for forgiveness.
I got love for you. Well, with this, I think we can do a lot, as Sierra Leone hip hop and the United States hip hop, from Freetown to Portland, from Portland to Freetown, back home. I think we can do something wonderful.
I know we can. As long as the night live long, Sierra Leone will reach the town. Salon for go before. Elexef, we don't tie a bow. The only thing, say we now for blow. Because Salon for go before.
We need to push forward, man.
Plan himself, now we start a move. West Africa,
There's a beat inside of each of us, and we all have to listen to that beat. And this is something bigger than just hip hop. This is something that we all need to listen to and make a conscious effort to move across boundaries, move across racial stereotypes, move across sexism, and make a move to make a change, to reach out. We can change this world one step at a time if we listen to that beat that's inside of each one of us.
That brings love, peace, and happiness. Knowledge turns wisdom, which helps us understand that freedom, justice, equality is the master plan. Proud Africans moving feet through red sands. Mama, smile now. Time to develop the land. My soul's not the skies. I'm here for the uprise. Refuge with the bare truth, squashing the lies. Salon is not a stranger to us, nor is it dangerous. Bridging the gaps, the main aim for us. We're back in the United States. Many are still fake. Big talk of the cause, but the trip is scared to take. We broke the chains of Babylon and carried on. That's what the song's for, mother of civilization. This the father movement, newborn tribe. That's how we do it. Most high, we're spreading the message to the music to keep it. More Africans, we're born to keep on. Come on. In the world, we make positive changes. Come on. That's why we are. It's hip hop from the heart of the people's the blood drip. Drop. There's too many evils that just won't stop till we all become equals and just tear down the shop. Give it all we got, no time for take for granted. Nothing less than destiny. Once the seed gets planted into the youth's mind, I'm all out to get mine and call it ours. Despite all the scars, deep in the land of stars and stripes. The stripes ridiculous, never inconspicuous. The truth shall turn them into dust. It's dangerous, so few to trust. Thus, Mama Africa is a must. No game to us for righteousness. We moving and moving, steadily showing improvement. We bind ever so strong. Brotherhood could never go wrong. It's more than a song, forever our life's long. Dreams, now the reality. We gotta keep moving on and moving out. And moving and moving and moving and moving. Precious babies. I love my black beautiful queens and ladies. I love all my black brothers who move a muscle in the struggle to hustle and gain. I love my black precious babies.